Hello, welcome back to a sort of different style of speed build today. Today I'm doing a old to new sort of speed build. I am currently building the kitchen that our house has right now, but we are planning on moving this year. So after I do this one, which you'll see is very small and cramped, I'm going to also build and decorate sort of not really my dream kitchen per se, but like a realistic upgrade of what I would expect in a house that we're going to buy. So the kitchen we're in now is in a house we rent. It is very small, very not updated appliances, sort of like basic bottom line stuff that you would find in a rental, which is fine for what it is. But the kitchen is very cramped and it's sort of like my domain, so I want more space. And you can see here, this kitchen will not be functionable words, they're hard. It won't be able to be used in The Sims because I did have to overlap some cabinets to make the correct spacing for this build, but I really wanted to get the correct dimensions done here, which isn't always doable in The Sims, but I tried my best. Um, One positive for the kitchen we're currently in, the lighting is amazing. And it's like three sections of lighting. So, like, the area by the refrigerator is one light switch, over the counter is another, and then over the dining room table is another. So, that's a plus for here. The table is something we own. It is a nice glass top dining room table with 6 chairs. So, that will be coming with us. But everything else is just stuff that was included in the house, except for the Keurig. But the Keurig does need to be upgraded as well because it's just like a single cup one, and we need a larger one because there are two coffee addicts in this house, myself included. Um, but there's also great lighting in this kitchen. There's a huge, it's a single pane glass window that's by the table, but that doesn't really exist in The Sims. So I just put that wider window that's the right shape. There's a sliding glass door. There's a little window over the kitchen sink. So lighting is great in here. It's just really small. The house we're in wasn't built to originally be a house. It was built to be some sort of office building. I think it was probably like dental or something like that. So yeah, it's sort of like a makeshift house right now, but it is what it is. It took me a minute to figure out how I was going to do the upper cabinets because that gap in between the stove and the sink does have a cabinet hanging down. It's like a spice cabinet, which doesn't exist in The Sims, but I sort of just made it work by overlapping some upper cabinets. Again, it won't be functional. Like, you can't use the fridge in this room because the cabinets are glitched into it. I've tried that before, and Sims don't interact with the fridge when it's like that. But again, I just wanted to get the point across of the small kitchen and the clutter I do here. I didn't really clutter it to its full realistic amount. We have a full pantry on top of our fridge. um, and then the hanging spoons I put on the wall are actually hanging on the side of the fridge facing the stove, but I couldn't get them to go that way because they snap to the wall, which is fine, not a huge deal. And then where I put the mail, there's also like Warhammer toys on there and candles. It's just really cluttered. So I really only have like one section of the countertop to work on. Not ideal. And then the glass tray I put on the counter is like where we keep our energy drink mixes and water bottles and all that stuff, but that was just a good representation. So that is what I have right now. This is what I would like to see in a house that we buy. I am in love with like stainless steel or black and white kitchens. So I decided to go with the like, this is black and cream, but it gets the point across. Um, I want lots of counter space to work on, lots of storage for appliances to hide in, and you'll see I end up giving myself like a little, well, not just myself, but I am one of the coffee addicts, so a little coffee area, almost opposite side of where the fridge is at. I decided to change the upper cabinets to not go with the same style because I used the Cool Kitchen counters, but I ended up using Dream Home Decorator upper cabinetry because I liked the sleekness of them and not the glass open fronts because I'm not a fan of glass cabinetry. I don't like that. It's okay in the end pieces for like little show bits, but people don't need to see what's in my cabinets. Like, I'm not about to be that neat all the time. And I had to add this little bump out to correct the lighting in the house, but I would like some sort of open archway or like just open to the next room. So I didn't want to do an archway. I just did the columns and the spandrel. I think that is something that I would like. I like the tile or mosaic backdrop and then just a neutral palette for the wall. Really sleek flooring. Of course, we will take our trash and recycling bins with us. That's what those two things are. The kitchen window curtain is also something that's ours, so that's something I'll keep. And just really simple designs in the kitchen, upgraded microwave, upgraded coffee machine, but still keeping with that black modern feel. You can see that I use this trick too to move the coffee maker freely. If you take an island piece and size it down, you can move it around and your Sims can still use it. This is a hack I use when I do my own builds as well. So that whole counter piece won't be usable, but the coffee machine itself will be. I also included a fruit bowl in here and I go ahead and add some candles because that is stuff we have now, but I would like it to be more organized in the future. I also added a bread box because that is something that we have in our kitchen. Well, not currently a box, but just a place where we put all our bread items. So I would like to get some sort of bread box, but you can see the coffee nook there. Again, that's like my focal point. I like coffee. I don't know if I've mentioned that before in this video, but I drink a lot of coffee. And then, of course, recipe books, I have those. Keep the knife block, cutting boards. And then I am going to keep the whiteboard that we have in here. And also aprons. That's a cute little feature I would like. And the hanging utensils I will be taking with us, put us by the stove, some pots. And then I would love, maybe not in the kitchen, but in the house, some like basic bitch plant thing windowsill. So I did that here as well. But that is it for this kitchen upgrade that I did. I hope you like the screenshots. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, do all the stuff you're supposed to do on YouTube, and I will see you next time. Bye!